welcome back to the channel. So I just want to jump right into the swing of things. So today we're talking about some of my top picks for the fragrances that I'm super excited to start wearing this fall season. Now, before this video, there should be, a fall vibes video out. And I'm just talking high level about me getting into the zone of the fall season. I'm not going to go into depth about that video. Just watch it if you haven't checked it out already. But in summary, I'm basically talking about, I was sluggish to get into the fall mood. I got inspired, and so here we are. But I will also say that I saw a video from Keiko Beauty when she was showcasing and sharing her fall picks, and that inspired me to go into my closet and just start sniffing around, which is something that I love about having a big collection. Again, I'm not condoning, overconsumption, but when you have a wide selection and you got a little time to explore what you have, it kind of reignites your love and your joy and your excitement for some of the things that you kind of forgot that you had. So that's pretty much what I did. So I'll link Keiko Beauty's video that I watched that inspired me to just go and sniff my own collection and see what I had. So I'll link that down below. So check her out. I love her. Check that video out. Check her out and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Okay. All right. So my first pick for this video is actually new to my collection. I'm familiar with the scent, but this particular version, it's pretty new. Devotion Intense from Dolce Gabbana. You guys know I showcased you this same exact bottle in the regular version, but it was empty, honey. And if I'm not mistaken, I bought this in 2023. Okay, it was maybe a little bit over a year or right under, one or the other. I just feel like I went through this a little bit too fast, but that also means that I am in love with this scent. You guys know the original version has this distinctive candied lemon note in the opening. It's so fresh. It's so good, y'all. It is the perfect balance between a gourmand and fragrance product, and that is where I live. I don't like overly gourmandy scents. I don't want to smell like food because, honey, I'm the snack, I'm the meal, I'm the entree, I'm the everything. I don't need perfume to enhance that. I got that under control. But you guys, they came out with the Intense, and you guys know normally when there is a flanker, there's like a clash between, if something is good, leave it alone. Like, you don't have to do nothing else to it, just leave it alone. So you run the risk of ruining like the line within that category. But y'all, when I sniffed this, I first sniffed this on paper and I was like, it smells very similar to the original. I still like it, but on my skin, I love it just as much as the original. And that's pretty rare for me. If there is a flanker of an original or Intense, I typically will lean towards the Intense. But for this and the original, I love them both the same. I love them both the same. So the most significant difference, which isn't huge in my opinion, is the added note of hazelnut in here. And to me, what I get from that hazelnut is a little bit more depth and a little bit more lasting power, y'all. When I first got this, let me back up really quick. I got a deluxe sample to go with this, so I already ran through that like quick, fast, and in a hurry. And I got a little bit of a dent going on in this, so that automatically lets you know that I am feeling this, okay? But I wore this when I first got it. I wore it overnight, took my shower, sprayed myself down. I didn't go too heavy because, again, I'm going to bed. Sprayed myself down, and I literally could smell myself when I woke up in the morning. Like, I didn't even have to try hard. I literally could smell myself, so that is a great sign. So got up that morning, took a shower, got ready for the day, and sprayed this again. And y'all, I smelled this all day, all freaking day. Now, do you have to go ham on the sprays? No, but I do, because that's just who I am, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do, okay? But I really think that the improvement over the original versus the Intense is the lasting power. And like I said, you get a little bit more depth. And that lemony note that you get in the opening is not as in your face bright, but it's still there. It's still so beautiful. It's still a fragrance, a scent profile that I'm in love with. And I'm absolutely excited to get into this bottle for the fall season. Okay, so this next one is one that I got for my birthday last year from my sister. And this is Jardin de Mitzvah from Une Nuit Nomade. And you guys, I don't feel like I talk about this scent enough. This was pretty popular in the YouTube space for maybe like the last couple of years. And this is the only one that I have from the brand. I definitely want to explore more, but I am definitely happy with this one that I have for now in my collection. Y'all, this is a beauty of a scent. And what I find unique about this is, to me, you can get away with wearing this during the day and still keeping it on to last you through the night. So you can wear this. Go light on the sprays because this doesn't need any help, honey. Now this one, I do manage my sprays because it is pretty powerful on its own. It's like an aromatic, spiced, rosy date scent. It's quite complex if I'm being honest, but there is this sense of transparency while also giving you some substance. It's almost like an oxymoron of a scent, but it's definitely one that is absolutely beautiful, absolutely unique, and like I said, can be worn during the day, can be worn for date night, can be worn for, it can be worn for a myriad of events. This is definitely a special one, and what I love the most about this is that cardamom note. It's not an overbearing cardamom that intertwined with the dates. It's so pretty, so unique. I absolutely love this, and to me, I do think that you can wear this year round, but it shines the best in cooler temps because of that level of warmth and spiciness. It'll get you through great during the fall season, but again, it also has transparency. So it won't choke you out just as long as you don't go overboard with the sprays because it has the potential to be lethal. Just be mindful of the trigger finger. Okay, so speaking of warm and spicy and cardamom, y'all, we have Starlight from Xerjoff. And when I say I'm excited to dig back in this bottle, I'm so excited to get back in it. So when I was exploring my collection a few days ago and I got my nose back on this, it reminded me of something that I had already sniffed, but I don't have in my collection. And that is Remember Me from Xerjoff. Y'all, when I talked about that fragrance, I said that I don't know if I could get a bottle of it because it reminded me of baby throw up. And this is like a fresh newborn baby throw up, like breast milk throw up. And for whatever reason, the scent of that, it's not off-putting, but it's more nostalgic than off-putting, if anything. And even though I love the smell of new babies and not their poopy diapers, but I love the smell of just cuddling with the new baby, I don't know that I want to wear that as a scent. And that's just the vibe that Remember Me gave me. So that was a pass. And so there's a milky undertone. I said all that to say there's a milky undertone that I got from Remember Me, but it has a beautiful cardamom note. And that same cardamom note is what I get in here. But this cardamom is aromatic. It's not dense. It's not heavy. It's definitely transparent. Definitely beautiful for this transitioning season. And you guys, it's fresh. It's spicy. It doesn't do the most, but it definitely hits you with cardamom. So if you're not a fan of cardamom, you might not like this. The nuttiness of this is present, but it's so beautiful. It's so perfect for this season. So Starlight from Xerjoff. Yes, ma'am. Can't wait to get into this one. All right, this next one was such a pleasant surprise. I was gifted this one from another beautiful YouTuber, such a sweet YouTuber in this community. Her name is Jessica Trim. Hey, Jessica, if you're watching this. She gifted me Ruby Naga from Stephan Humbert Lucas. What didn't work for her is definitely working for me. And this one I cherish just a little bit more. A, because it was a gift, but B, it's such a beautiful vanilla. It's a sweet vanillic fragrance that has a lot of powdery undertone in it. Y'all, I love, it's buttery and powdery. It's more buttery than powdery, honestly. I think there's like a note of orris. It's ambery, it's vanillic, it's sweet. It's got some fruit on the top. And it's got that sweetness and a little bit of boldness at the bottom. The whole vibe of this to me is top tier. And like I said, I kind of ration my sprays with this because I don't want to run through this so quickly. I definitely want to savor the sprays that I can get out of here. But thank you, Jessica, again, if you are watching this. You did not have to give me this bottle. I greatly appreciate it. And I absolutely love this scent. And of course, vanillas work perfect for the fall season. This isn't a transparent vanilla, like I said. There is a lot of powderiness that I get in here, a lot of butteriness. So there is some thickness, but the thickness is not overwhelming. This is just beautiful. This is beautiful. Oh, I can't wait to start spraying in rations, but it's definitely gonna be warm for this fall season. Yeah, so this next one I added to my collection at the top of the year, and I didn't get a whole lot of wear out of this one, which is why I definitely was anticipating wearing it at the start of this new fall season. This is Narcotic Delight from Initio, y'all. Now, I've talked about on my channel how I am not a big fan of a cherry note, especially a burnt cherry. No, I can't do it. The only cherry that we acknowledge, it's French Defense. The only cherry that we acknowledge in my collection is French Defense. Now, what's the popular cherry from, what's his name, Tommy Boy? Whatever that, why am I drawing a blank right now? I'm drawing so many blanks. But the popular cherry scent from Tom Ford. I like that cherry fragrance. However, the lasting power is so disrespectful. Coupled with the price of that, no ma'am. Now, if I was gifted it, of course, I'm gonna wear that down. But if I gotta pay for it, no ma'am, I'm not. But French Defense, oh, she can get that. He can get that. French Defense is that girl. That is a gorgeous cherry fragrance. Now, what I've shared with you guys are my top picks. I'm not saying that I'm not going to go after French Defense this season, because I definitely am. But these are just ones that I kind of forgot about. Ones that reignited my love, like I mentioned earlier. And so they're like at the front of the line to get worn for this new season, okay? So back to this girl. I didn't think I would enjoy another fragrance outside of French Defense, but then she came into the picture. This is a tobacco cherry boozy fragrance, y'all. It's complex in all of the notes that it has, but the way that it wears on the body, yes, yes, yes. And I said in another video, this is kind of giving Absolute Aphrodisiac a run for her money. That's a vanilla scent that can just do all the things, but this is a cherry scent that's coming for Absolute Aphrodisiac. So she's gonna get worn. She's gonna get worn quite a bit. So Narcotic Delight from Initio, check her out if you haven't explored her yet. All right, so this next fragrance, I haven't talked about this one a lot either, primarily because I've been gone for a long time, but the other reason is because I just kind of ignored her because she's kind of sitting in the back of my shelf, y'all. But when I tell you Sister Girl gives, she gives. And she was also hated on a little bit on her release, but this is Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli. And hopefully I'm not blinding y'all, so I'm just gonna hold her like this. You guys, I think my initial reaction to this was, she's good, but can she stay? She stayed, honey. She stayed. And when she runs out, she's going to be replaced or replenished. She's not being replaced. She's going to be replenished. I absolutely love this one from Kayali. And this is one of their top contenders when it comes to performance. Because for Kayali, performance is an issue that a bunch of consumers have. But their scent profiles are so beautiful, it kind of doesn't matter anyway. You just carry the bottle with you and top up if you have to. But you don't have to do this with this girl right here. You can spray yourself down and know that you are going to get sniffed throughout the night, okay? So luckily the notes are on the back of this bottle. It's got golden rum, creme brulee, and that creme brulee is so good. Brown sugar, royal oud, and sugared patchouli. Now I know the sugared patchouli part is what kind of threw everybody off. And honestly, I didn't know what to expect when I first got this. And like I said, my first initial reaction, I believe, I liked it. I just wasn't in love because I was a little suspicious. Like, is this really gonna, you know, do the thing? It does the thing, honey child. It does the thing, okay? So I love how there is a balance of the sweetness, the boldness, and the woodiness in here. So that patchouli is not off-putting. The sugarness of the patchouli is what definitely saves it from being too earthy or too dirty. I just love the mix of this concoction. And of course, with anything vanilla, you give it some time, it'll mature and it'll get even more fine, y'all. Fine like wine. Maturation for fragrances is like fine wine, okay? With time, you get an exquisite scent. And to me, this is a top pick from the House of Kayali. This is Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli. So this last scent, y'all, it was love at first sniff for me, but I didn't think that I would be so infatuated with it as much as I am. This is Altair from PDM. Now, this was marketed for men. I don't know why they did that, because you know what? I'm not even going to complain about that, because you guys know there is a such thing as pink tax. And typically, women fragrances are more expensive than men fragrances. So I'm actually glad that they marketed on the men's side. But I'm glad I got my nose on it from the men's side, because this is definitely a unisex scent and one that I just cannot keep my hands off of. So much so, y'all, my dent is right here. And I have the smaller bottle, but this will definitely be a re-up for me, and I'm gonna get the full size bottle of this. I am in love with this scent. This has a mix of a lot of things in it too, but it has a note of ambroxan, which I think helps with just leveling out all the other players in the scent, as well as giving you that shout without doing the most. Now, longevity for me, it pretty much gets me through like a full workday period, if you will. I love like the wafts that I get when I'm like outside and the wind just breezes through me. You still can smell the altair coming off of my skin. This is vanillic, it has praline, it's got some resin notes in it. This is such a gem of a scent. Y'all already know that I love PDM. I love PDM. I have quite a bit of collection from them, but this is one that I definitely have to re-up on. First of all, I was shocked to see where my dent was, but y'all, I absolutely love this. And for the fall season, yes ma'am. Yes ma'am, but I am being careful with my sprays on this because I just don't want to run out too quickly. I'm waiting to see when I can get the best price on this. I know there was like a Joma Shop flash sale and I missed out on that. I intended to grab one up from one of my girls, use their links. But y'all, I was so busy running around. It just slipped my mind, so I missed out on that. But the next sale that I see come through, and this baby right here is coming home, okay? I need a re-up stat. All right, you guys, so those are my top picks for this upcoming fall season. And when I say I'm excited, I'm high-key, low-key, mid-key excited. So leave me a comment down below and let me know your #1 pick that you are excited to start wearing if you haven't already started, because I know some places are already getting that super beautiful fall, you know, foliage and the cooler temps. We kind of get it. We get teased with it a little bit, and then it's summer again, so we get hot and cold here. But I'm still gonna pull these out anyways because I'm just so ready now. I am absolutely ready. So leave me a comment down below and let me know what your #1 pick is, okay? So until the next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.